Deep within the mist-shrouded forests of Ravenswood lies an old abandoned mansion known as Blackthorn Manor. Legend has it that this once grand estate is cursed, its walls echoing with the whispers of a tragic past. The mansion, now overgrown with ivy and surrounded by dense, foreboding woods, stands as a silent sentinel to the passage of time. Once a symbol of opulence and grandeur, Blackthorn Manor was built in the late 1800s by the enigmatic Lord Blackthorn. The estate was renowned for its lavish parties and exquisite architecture, drawing the elite from far and wide. However, the manor's glory days were short-lived. A series of mysterious events began to unfold, starting with the sudden disappearance of Lord Blackthorn himself. Rumors spread like wildfire, with tales of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena haunting the halls. The once bustling estate quickly fell into disrepair as fear gripped the hearts of those who once frequented its grand ballrooms and opulent chambers. The staff abandoned their posts, and the guests ceased to visit, leaving the manor to the elements and the passage of time. Today, Blackthorn Manor stands as a haunting reminder of a bygone era. Its decaying structure and eerie silence tell a story of lost grandeur and unfulfilled dreams. The locals avoid the area, believing that the spirits of the past still linger, trapped within the mansion's crumbling walls. As the mist rolls in and the shadows lengthen, the true essence of Blackthorn Manor comes to life. It is a place where history and legend intertwine, where the past refuses to be forgotten, and where the whispers of a tragic past continue to echo through the ages. Stories speak of the Blackthorn family, a once prominent and wealthy lineage that held great influence in the region. They were known for their grand parties, charitable deeds, and the magnificent Blackthorn Manor, which stood as a symbol of their prosperity and status. However, their fortune took a dark turn, and they fell from grace when their youngest daughter, Evelyn, vanished without a trace on a stormy night. The night she disappeared was filled with thunderous roars and blinding lightning, casting ominous shadows across the manor's ancient walls. The family searched desperately, but Evelyn was never found, and the mystery of her disappearance remains unsolved to this day. Since then, the mansion has stood empty, a silent witness to the tragedy that befell the Blackthorn family. The once vibrant halls, filled with laughter and music, now echo with an eerie silence. Dust has settled on the grand furniture, and cobwebs drape the chandeliers, creating a hauntingly beautiful yet sorrowful scene. Its halls haunted by strange lights and eerie melodies that drift through the air. Some say they have seen ghostly apparitions of Evelyn wandering the corridors, her face a mask of sorrow. Others have heard whispers and soft cries, as if the mansion itself mourns the loss of its once cherished inhabitants. The legend of Blackthorn Manor continues to captivate and terrify those who dare to explore its haunted halls, leaving them with more questions than answers about the fate of the Blackthorn family and the secrets that lie within its walls. One chilly autumn evening, a group of friends decided to explore Blackthorn Manor, armed with curiosity and a desire to uncover its secrets. As they ventured deeper into the mansion's cold, decaying halls, a sense of unease settled over them like a thick fog. Every corner seemed to whisper secrets long forgotten. It was in the grand ballroom where they encountered something they never expected. The room, once filled with laughter and music, now stood eerily silent. The only sound was the faint creaking of the chandelier swaying above, casting ghostly shadows on the walls. As they moved further into the room, the air grew colder, and an unsettling feeling washed over them. Suddenly, a figure appeared, a young woman in a tattered white dress, her face obscured by darkness. Her presence sent chills down their spines. She seemed to glide rather than walk, her movements almost ethereal. The group exchanged nervous glances, unsure of whether to approach or retreat. The woman raised her hand slowly, pointing towards the far end of the ballroom. There, a grand mirror stood, its surface covered in dust and cobwebs. The reflection in the mirror was not their own, but a scene from the past, a lively ball with elegantly dressed guests dancing and laughing. The contrast between the vibrant past and the desolate present was stark. The young woman in the white dress seemed to be a remnant of that past, trapped in a moment of time. As they watched, the scene in the mirror began to fade, and the woman's figure grew fainter. Before disappearing completely, she whispered a single word that echoed through the ballroom. Remember. The group stood in stunned silence, the weight of the encounter heavy on their minds. What had they just witnessed, and what did it mean? Frozen in fear, they stumbled backward, their only thought to escape the mansion's grasp. They sprint out of the mansion, breathless and terrified, into the cool night air. To this day, the legend of Blackthorn Manor lingers in Ravenswood, a cautionary tale of what happens when curiosity leads you too close to the whispers in the dark. Join us next time for another chilling tale from the shadows of history.